Welcome everybody to another episode of Mockery Monday, and I'm going to give my subscribers that actually watch my videos a little sneak or an advanced notice, so to speak, of an upcoming contest. Now, the only thing involved in this contest that I want to do is I'm going to create a page on my Facebook account, and I don't think you're going to have to join the page, but I'm going to try to find some way. So when I make an official announcement, I'll have a link to that Facebook page, and basically you're going to submit the pictures of your cars there, and I'm going to encourage the Hot Wheel community to vote on those cars. So it doesn't necessarily have to be subscribers that are limited to voting, but I do encourage you guys to get out there and nominate your cars. You won't have to sit through a video because I tend to do boring videos. So basically you post the picture, and I don't know specifically when I'm going to be announcing it, so again, I'm giving you guys a little heads up before I make the official announcement, but I'll give you the gist of what it's going to be, so to get your little engines churning and going at it. I'm a fan of cutting up cars, so it's going to involve that. Mockery Monday. Hot Wheels came out with this little ditty right here, and they called it Batman's Hot Rod. Kind of cool, kind of stylized, big fat Batman head. Well, a while back, if you guys remember some of my earlier videos, and it was well before this Batman Hot Rod was put out, I created this little monster here, and I haven't had a chance to do much work on it, but I am going to go back onto it, and I called this the Batman's Hot Rod. And I planned on doing a type of gull wing door. This is the quarter-mile coupe. The fenders are actually the front fenders from another casting. The name eludes me, but basically I just melded them to the body here. I just thought it was pretty cool looking to have that swoop back look, so to speak, and that's why I call that the Batman's Hot Rod. The engine is from a Toy Story casting of Hot Wheels. I think it was the Octopus. It was a pretty cool casting. And I actually thought about ripping this apart and stealing the engine from it, because it is kind of a nice over-the-top engine. But, you know, since, you know, Hot Wheels is making a mockery of me, I'm going to make a mockery of them. Anyways, this is the Batman Hot Rod. A long time ago, when I did customs in my teens and I guess early 20s, when the first Michael Keaton Batman movie came out, Ertl made this casting here. This is the Ertl casting, and they were just one solid piece of die cast, and I decided to cut it apart and make my own little, you know, detailed version. These seats are from the 80s Corvette, the one with the flip hood, and I just put 3 little stick shifts in here to kind of, I don't know if you can see those. I actually had a little Batman figurine that popped out, and this is very old. It's dusty, and it's, you know, anyways, it's flush. I took the canopy out. I took the back end off. You can see a little bit of details here where the jet engine exhaust comes through, and you've got the pipes for the oil disbursement and whatnot. If you look closely to the right there, you can see the spring coil, just some details, and I'll show you some more details here in a second. But you can take the engine off, and yes, buddy, the engine comes off. Completely scratch built. I just put some stuff together to make it look like a jet engine, and I had no idea what a jet engine looked like, but I figured a lot of stuff going on. No one's going to question my authority. This rod right here, if you look, is actually in line with the steering wheel, and I figured, by golly, it's got to steer somewhere, somehow, so let's just put a long steering rod. Just a lot of details here and there from different pieces. The rest of the body comes off, and here you can see how the whole thing kind of comes together. And keep in mind, this is designed to fit under that heavy casting. I'll show you the bottom side of the hood. The back side, bunch of useless details. I think this is a headlight to one of those Yatming tractor trailers. In fact, I know it is. Just random stuff here and there, a little canister that might do something. I'm sure that was probably one of the air purifiers or the air filters from one of the Mack trucks. If you truck drivers know what I'm talking about, feel free to correct me on that. But a lot of detail. And this kind of gives it some depth here. This is just a cap. In fact, this piece here is the cap to this. And if you've ever taken a drafting course in high school, the compass points would come in a pin, a long pin, and that's what held those. And that was the basis for my jet engine. And if we look at the hood here, it's kind of interesting. If you can see the light penetrating, I was actually able to take out those two. This is where the 50 caliber machine guns came out, and I just felt like a little bit more detail was necessary there. And I was going to do some type of LED light there. I'm just not that talented. So this is the underside. I got rid of the rivet and just meticulously did the cut there. This was in 1989, probably 1990 when I made this. And then, of course, the most recent Batmobile is the, dang it, Robin, in which I just simply pasted, cut the two rear riders from the Loopster and put it in the seats here. I just had to shave some stuff off each side, and you got Robin being Robin. Dadgummit, he's got his hands up in the air. All I had to do with this, I just did a silver trim and got rid of the siren, and you can't really tell that that's missing. So that is what I'm getting at. I want to see some Batmobiles. I want to see you guys, not necessarily Batmobiles, it could be Batman's pickup truck, it could be Batman's moving van, it can be Batman's helicopter. You just have to do some type of variation of the theme. You know, it doesn't have to be black, it can be purple, but here's the catch, I want it to have some type of body modification. You have to do something to the body. If it's, I mean, more than just painting, it's got to be, you know, maybe add some fins, be brave, cut a car apart here. And when I say be brave, I mean, a lot of you guys are doing some pretty cool stuff. I want to call out a couple people. Diecast Show Customs does a great job with polished stuff, so you don't necessarily have to do a paint job. Just polish something up, but definitely add something to it. You know, something stylized. Add your touch. It doesn't have to be the little bat fins off the end. It can be. It's just you have to do some type of body modification. Hot Wheels Customizers. Little kid has 3 videos, and they're pretty cool. And I really encourage you guys to check out his videos. I'm going to put a link to his page. I'm really impressed. The guy is, I don't want to guess his age because I don't want to hurt his feelings, but he sounds pretty young. I was going to say something like 12, maybe 13. Radar 468 is another one, does customs. He does a lot of cool stuff with paints. And Radar, I want to let you know, I'm going to be doing the Pooch video next. And in the wait for the vehicles, I had another idea, so it kind of worked out, but I haven't received the package yet. I hope you enjoy what I sent you. But William Witters, Kevin Creedon, Garage Alley Customs, Smooth Criminal, there's a whole bunch more I wish I could name. I want you guys to turn something out. Like I said, you got a heads up. I don't have a set date of when I'm going to announce the contest. I don't have a set date of when I'm going to do it, but start churning. It's going to be something where you just send me pictures, or actually just go to the Facebook page and post pictures and get your friends to like, not like, whatever. And I'll try to put some video together. I really hate long videos, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Again, the heads up on the contest is something to do with Batman. So that's Mockery Monday for today, and I'll have an update for Jarrett Car Open Tuesday. So Pooch, I hope you're watching. That's all. God bless, and you guys have a good night. Happy tracking.